Welcome back, everyone. We are here live in San Diego at the GTIA ChannelCon 2026. On this episode of Live with the MSPAA, I'm your host, Mike, and this is Maria Armstrong from IT Events Global. Maria, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, you came a long way to be at this show. Where were you last week?
I came from Melbourne in Australia.
Shoot. What got you all the way on the opposite side of the world to come to ChannelCon?
I'm the chair of the GTIA ANZ Executive Council. Bit of a mouthful there. So I come over to ChannelCon as part of my role on the Global Leadership Committee.
What's hot on the leadership committee's mind these days?
How do we get more support for our community, for our channel, for the ITSPs?
Okay. Like, we want to do more in-person events, you want to do more business support, educational content? What's the topics?
Education's always a huge topic for MSPs, or for everybody in the channel. We all need to improve, and we need to improve our clients.
Fantastic. You tell us a little bit about the founding story of IT Events.
So IT Events started because I work in the industry, and the amount of times I found that I didn't know what was happening, or I wanted to plan things. We've all got spreadsheets full of events, we've all got calendars, and we still miss stuff, or we try and match things up. We have to go to multiple different sites to figure out what's happening. So we created a calendar that we share with the world. So you can, if you're a vendor, you can look at who else is running events, make sure you don't clash events. You can plan your events that you want to go to for the whole year. And if you're an MSP, you can look at what you want to go to, what everyone else is going to, and again, plan your quarter or your year.
And what was the impetus for this? Like, why go through all this trouble to create this and share it with people?
Actually, it was because I've done this for years for my job, going to events. I held a personal calendar, so every event that I came across, I actually put in my Outlook calendar, and so I kept that as a calendar. And about 18 months ago, I got 3 phone calls in a week from different vendors, friends in the industry, saying, "What's going on? I know you keep a personal calendar." And so we talked through what they were going to go to, what I was going to go to, and what looked good. The third phone call I received was my friend David, who we now have built the website together. So I laughed and I said, "You're the third person to call me this week.
Demand.
How do we get this out to the community?" And so we got building and created a website to share the events with everybody.
Sweet. Who's the primary audience for this, you find?
Well, see, that's the thing. We thought at the beginning, the primary audience was for MSPs, because we've spent years working in associations and working with MSPs. And so we genuinely thought that was our primary audience.
Okay.
But it's been both. It's been the MSPs saying they've found it invaluable, but it's also been the vendors telling us that they use it for their planning. So event organizers at a vendor will go on there and figure out what else is happening in the same city, the same region, what clashes, what events a different audience will go to, and they use our website for that.
And it's all channel-related events.
Yeah, it's all IT channel-related events.
Sweet.
So it's training, it's product updates, it's both virtual and in person.
What's been the hottest one? What's your favorite? What's right on the top 10 Maria list that you've gone to so far?
So we don't necessarily go to all the events.
Okay.
But I love ChannelCon. It's a big favorite for me, despite the travel.
Yeah.
And being involved in GTIA, obviously, I love coming and meeting people, and seeing people again.
Have you done one in every continent now?
I haven't been to ChannelCon EMEA yet.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get there toward the end of this year.
Okay.
Their November event. It's on the calendar. I haven't been to any events in Europe yet, so
there
definitely.
we go.
If anyone would like to invite me, I'd love to.
There could be 100,000 people watching this. There's got to be a shot caller at some event in Europe get Maria there, get on her list.
Yep, definitely.
You must have a rating system. Like what goes into helping the vendors and helping the MSPs prioritize which ones to go to? Because I'm sure like in the late summer and early fall, every day is double booked.
It's crazy.
Like we're already double booked here. There's
Yes.
big events happening in Vegas even
There
too.
is.
So
Yes.
how do you help people curate?
At this stage, you can personally go in and create your own personalized calendar, similar to a show planner where you say, oh, I really like that event over that event, and you put it in your own personal calendar to remind you. We haven't got a rating system yet. We're in debate and discussion about how a rating system would work. But to your point, I was talking to somebody yesterday who was talking about an event that they hadn't enjoyed. And that's where we're trying to figure out how we can do it. We obviously want to make sure that that's done, and we're still supporting everybody.
Yeah, you don't want to, it's not about naming and shaming. It's
No.
about curation.
Yeah.
You know, with all this AI stuff now, we can get all the information we want. But people would come to you for you're curating the information because
Yes.
you know all the ins and outs. You've gone to a bunch of these. You talk
Yes.
to the people. You can give them something more than they can't get from.
Yeah.
the
So we
internet.
often do write-ups about events that have done really well, that we've got really great feedback from. We obviously haven't done any naming and shaming ones,
Right.
and we won't.
Right. It's not about naming and shaming. It's about making sure that the audience that's coming to you for the information gets something juicy out of it.
Time is so finite. You know, we want to make sure that everyone's time is valued.
Yeah, especially when you have to travel. Like it's a 15, 16-hour flight for you, right?
Oh, and then some.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it direct?
No.
You go through LAX.
Yeah.
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 There
So
you
with
go.
layovers and all the rest of it, it takes a while.
Totally. What makes an event? Why do you think we're still doing in person? And I asked that tongue in cheek because my whole thing is going in person. with
Yes,
people, so
me
people know
too.
that. What makes it so valuable for people to get out of their home and either drive or fly all the way something to meet other people?
We all talk about how important education is, and I went to some fantastic sessions today, and I've got pages and pages of notes that I've taken to try and action. But to be honest, the most valuable sessions have been the networking.
Okay.
So
what are you
it's-
taking out of those?
It's hearing what other people are doing, how they're doing it. It's having people ask me questions and challenge me. You know, why aren't you doing this? Why have you thought about doing it that way? And I think, oh, actually, maybe I need to pivot, or maybe I need to look at something different. Being able to ask questions about how, you know, from an events calendar perspective, what do you get out of events? What do the other people get out of events? Why would you pick this one over one of the other big events that is happening
Right.
in North America at the moment? What makes one different from another? And you can't just ask one person that. It's hearing what people are saying, and it's hearing what they're not saying. It's reading between the lines. And
Nice.
you can't do that online. It's a lot harder.
When a vendor's looking to come to an event, we're in the vendor hall right now. We're in the expo hall at ChannelCon. What do they prioritize when they're thinking, should I go to this event? Like there's two booked on the same day. Should I go to this event or the other event? What's top on their list for priorities?
Return on investment.
Okay, what does that look like?
Well, cost of acquisition is getting higher and higher. So if a vendor sells through the channel, they're looking to pick up new partners. And because the cost of acquisition is so high at the moment, they want to know that they're going to an event with a good partner base and they can actually get some good opportunities out of it.
Okay. How would you, let's say that you worked for a vendor. Let's just say you worked for a vendor and you were analyzing, let's say if it was ChannelCon. We're here. Shout out ChannelCon. It's all over the screen. Return on investment is the end outcome. And
Yes.
there's like 7 steps after the event. The
Yes.
reps got to follow up, take notes and all this stuff. And they got to close stuff. And they have a good offer that actually has to close. But what are the outcomes of the event that you could help the vendor quantify to say, this is how much foot traffic, this is how much exposure time you'll get. Like,
Yes.
what do they look at?
So all of those are really important. Have they got a decent booth? What does the vendor hall look like? Are we going to have food in the vendor hall to actually bring people to the vendor hall and have them stay? So all
Right.
of those things are important to vendors. Vendors very rarely look at an event and go, I am going to get new partners out of this one event. It becomes cumulative. have the partners seen you at event after event after event, and they've seen you be part of the community.
Okay.
And that's really important. So you often can't say, well, this partner signed because I was at ChannelCon. It might be ChannelCon was the 7th conversation you had with them over the year.
That's something you could quantify through your CRM. Like you track touch points in HubSpot and say, well, I had 3 touch points with this person. All 3 of those were at events.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that a legitimate metric that a vendor should think about?
They should absolutely be thinking about how many touch points. Is it emails? Is it phone calls? Is it how many conversations at events did you have before the partner, the prospect said, actually, yeah, let's take this relationship further.
Sweet. Have you done any golf tournaments?
Not for a long time.
I'm a huge golf tournament nut. I know it's probably a little bit different vibe than coming to the indoor events. I've done 206 total events, whether it's indoor trade shows or golf tournaments. I've done 47 golf tournaments in the last 12 months. Golf tournaments, and this is how I think about it because I'm a mechanical engineer. Golf tournaments, I find, give you the highest audience exposure. Lower audience volume, because you're having 72 or 144 people, but like 100% audience exposure, because every 5 minutes, 4 people have to walk to the hole that you sponsor.
Yes.
Whereas here, let's say that there's 1,000 people, 20% of them come by this booth because they may be going to the other dinners, or they may just go through half of the hall and then they get tired or hungry and they leave. How have you thought about it like that? Like, can you quantify it like that? Because this is just what I make up in my mind.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of golf tournaments specifically, but now that you mention it, you've got a very good point. I used to work golf tournaments many years ago as a vendor, but activity-based events tend to work quite well. You know, I've been go-karting and
Top golf, very popular.
Axe throwing, and you know, all of those things where you can do something that can be social. Again, smaller events, more boutique, captive audience.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's what you get with the golf tournaments. That is why I like it too, because whereas here in the mixed show floor, everyone's intermingling. You're at any given time competing with every other vendor for attention. It's an auction and it's expensive.
Yes.
At a golf course, 4 people are standing in front of you alone. They're not distracted. They're also in a great mood because they're outdoors and it's
not a work day. As long as the weather's good. Do you play the golf as well?
No,
or do you
only one time I struck the ball, 2 times I tried. 50-50 chance. But it's a common question people ask, like, you have to play golf? No, you're sponsoring a hole.
Yeah, okay.
You got the same booth setup, like legit same booth setup, just battery-powered television. You can have the same conversations. You get a nice steady flow, 4 people at a time every 5 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, see, when I did them years ago, we actually played golf with, so it was very captive, but you only had 4 or 5 people that you were speaking, but you had the whole day because you...
Right. That's the balance between quality and quantity.
Yeah.
You want a good quality and lots of quantity. Here you're getting lots of quantity, and this is not a critique, just lower quality because you're in an auction for attention with 6 other booths within eyesight. That's okay. That's why people got the stuffies and the little spinning wheel that just interrupted our podcast. Cool. Heck yeah, I love events. I got a list of 2,000 events that I've been tracking, but because I'm an event guy, I love going to the events.
Good to hear. Well, there's a calendar for that now for you.
I know. I had to make it. I was having the problem that you solved. I didn't know that you solved it.
Yeah.
Killer. So, I love it. What's the rest of the calendar year look like for you? We're only in August.
So I live in Australia. Our event season started ramping up last week, and I think I'm home for 3 weeks between now and November. So this is we're coming into spring for us.
Right.
So it's going to be crazy through to the holiday break.
Fantastic. What are your travel tips? Give me some travel hacks from Maria.
Okay, so I have 2 of everything. I've got my whole toiletry bag. I don't have to think about grabbing stuff from the bathroom at home. It's all packed, and when I get home, I repack it. So at any moment, I can just get it.
You're a pro. That's your go bag.
And I have 2 of everything. And I actually have a small bag that's pretty much permanently packed. I take it home, I clear it all out, I repack it. So the core stuff that I'm always going to need, my business cards and my whatever it happens to be, it's always in that bag. And you could call me and be like, I need you on a plane in an hour. well, I'm an hour from the airport, in 2 hours, and I can be there.
Heck yeah, we're kindred spirits, Maria. I have the same thing. I got my bag that never gets unpacked. I get home, I just recharge everything, pack it back in.
Yeah.
Even with the clothes, I
Yeah.
haven't unpacked anything.
Yeah.
I get home, I do laundry, I repack it.
Yes, absolutely. And my other big tip is if you're going to an event as an MSP, as a vendor, it doesn't matter what, have a, I call it my event kit. So it's got throat lozenges and it's got pain medication, and it's got Band-Aids
Right.
and safety pins, because you never know when you're going to need a safety pin. And so that's my little event.
Pick a lock.
Yes.
Okay,
So
that's your survival kit.
That's my little survival kit.
Totally. How do you stay hydrated at the events?
I have electrolytes. So I put electrolytes and I grab bottles of water and I multiple times.
I know, me too. Under
Yeah.
under doctor supervision. All right, Maria. If people are listening to this and say, you know what, I got to get out there. I
Yeah.
got to go out there and meet some people and learn some stuff. Where can they find out more about you?
So itevents.global, and come and it's free to be a member on the site. It's free to peruse. We've got a whole lot of resources besides the events. So please come and meet some of us at the events, where we'd love to meet new people.
You're in San Diego now. What's the next city you're going to?
I get to go home to Melbourne. Very excited. And then in 3 weeks, I'll be in Sydney for IT Nation, Australia. Or ANZ.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Maria Armstrong from IT Events Global. itevents.global. That's where you can find out more about her. Thanks for joining us on this episode, Maria. Thank you all for joining us live. We're wrapping up the vendor hall tonight, day 1 of GTIA ChannelCon 2026 here in San Diego. I'm Mike, your host, and this has been Live with the MSPAA.